write the following expression as a single logarithm. We have 2 times log of x plus 2 minus 3 log of z plus 1/2 of log of y to the 4th. Okay, and what I mean by those little dots here is our goal is to combine all those terms into a single log, and all that means is you have log of something, and that's it, one single log. Okay, so to go about solving this, what you're going to need to use is these, I would say, kind of famous rules that we have about logarithms: the product rule, the quotient rule, and the power rule. And yeah, essentially what they say here, the product rule says that if you take the two logs with the same base and you add them up, it's equal to taking the log of the same base of the product of the arguments. The arguments are just the insides of the log. That's what the a and the c are, arguments. Quotient rule says that if you take the difference of two logs with the same base, it's equal to that log of that same base of the quotient of the argument. So a over c is by the quotient. And finally, the power rule says if you have a number or a variable in front of your log, that can come up as an exponent as such. Okay, so let's go ahead and use these rules to try to get to our objective. Now let me start off by a mistake that a lot of people make. They'll start off by saying that they can use maybe the quotient rule because they see a difference between, let me highlight this in red here, these two terms right here. But that's not the case. You can't use the quotient rule because the quotient rule does not have a number in front of the logs. Okay, so please bear aware of that, and therefore we can't use it. So that's a bit of an issue. We got numbers in front. So what I'm going to do is actually get rid of the numbers in front of the logarithm, and that's where the power rule would come in. Okay, so from the first, just the expression that we have to the next step here, we use the power rule. And essentially what I have done here is I brought the 2 up, brought the 3 up, and brought the 1/2 up, as you can see on that next line. Okay, so this now becomes log x plus 2 squared minus log z cubed plus log y to the 4th to the 1/2. Okay, and from this step, green this time, right here, 1/2 times 4 on the exponent is 2, so that's why we get log of y squared. And now I can go ahead and use our two other rules, our quotient rule and our product rule. And please note, there's no base written on here seemingly, but by default, when you don't have a base on your log, it's base 10. So you do have a base of 10 here, except that we don't write it down when it's base 10. It's a special log, common logarithm. Okay, so I will go ahead and use the quotient rule now for these two logs. This would become log of quantity x plus 2 squared divided by z cubed plus log y squared, and here I can use a product rule. And the product rule would say take the insides of both these logs and multiply them together and write that single log. Okay, and that would be the end for that problem. All right, hope this helps. Thank you very much.